期待してたのに。けど変ね。化け物が。そっか。と。変身した方が。
Welcome to our review of Gleipnir. Jumping right in, Shuichi Kagaya is an ordinary high school kid in a boring little town, but when a beautiful classmate is caught in a warehouse fire, he discovers a mysterious power. He can transform into a furry dog with an oversized revolver and a zipper down his back. He saves the girl's life, sharing his secret with her. As you can tell, this is a very unique and strange anime. The first 3 episodes of Gleipnir will take you on an absolute roller coaster ride. From the moment the opening credits roll, you're introduced to a cast of characters and a series of intriguing questions that leave you feeling like events are hurtling towards an unknown destination. But don't worry, there's plenty of eye candy to keep you entertained. The action sequences are flawlessly animated, with one memorable fight scene featuring a fluid and dynamic clash with a seemingly insignificant character. And let's not forget about the stunning visual effects, which are thrown in for good measure to really immerse you in this bizarre world. Even if you can't quite put your finger on the ultimate goal of the anime or its characters, these first 3 episodes are absolutely worth watching just to hook you onto the series. As you follow Shuichi's journey, you can't help but wonder just how wild things are going to get. Despite being a somewhat bland main character, he seems to be going out of his way to live an ordinary life, something that's nearly impossible for anime protagonists. But as he transforms into a monster and saves Claire, a beautifully written female character with depth and complexity, you can't help but hold your breath at some of the questionable moments that follow. Will Shuichi be able to control his powers and maintain his humanity? Personally, the pacing is great. Usually I almost find myself dozing off if the anime isn't engaging enough, but I didn't have that problem for Gleipnir. While Shuichi may have stopped himself from being a full-blown unforgivable creep, there were definitely some eyebrow-raising moments that occurred, and if that's not enough to pique your interest, wait until you hear this. It turns out that Claire had actually intended to commit suicide, and Shuichi's heroic act mostly just interrupted her plans. Our heroine may be flexible, but she's not one to sit back and relax after being saved by a monster. Oh no. With a new goal in mind, she's enlisting the help of Shuichi, whether he's ready or not. And what is this new goal, you ask? Only the hunt for elusive golden coins that grant wishes. But they're not the only ones on the hunt. There are other shapeshifters out there all vying for the coins and the power they bring. And if they gather enough of them, things could go from bad to downright disastrous. The evolution of Claire and Shuichi's relationship is not only heartwarming, but it also serves as a pivotal force in propelling Shuichi into the main plot of the story. However, while I highly recommend this anime, I must caution that it does touch on some sensitive topics, including suicide and a near sexual assault, which may require some viewers to proceed with care. Nonetheless, the overall experience of the show is worth the watch, as it seamlessly blends elements of drama, action, and romance to create a truly captivating narrative. Now, let's talk about the main gimmick of the show, Shuichi's monster. Shuichi's monster transformation is a costume that's literally inhabited by the sultry Claire, who takes control of his body to battle other monsters. And you won't believe what she wears, or doesn't wear, before sliding into Shuichi's slimy suit. We're talking underwear, swimwear, or nothing at all. But don't let the provocative nature of the show scare you away. If you can handle a high body count and occasional splatters of blood, Gleipnir manages to strike the perfect balance of fun and thought-provoking. It tackles some heavy themes with maturity and depth, while still keeping you entertained with its gripping action scenes. Trust us, once you start watching, you won't be able to look away. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day. How would you rate Gleipnir? Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out. Now, back to the review. Finding the right balance between entertainment and respecting the gravity of serious events can be a daunting task. Gleipnir, however, manages to do just that. Despite the anime's penchant for darkness, it never trivializes death, treating it with the solemnity it deserves. The main and supporting cast's reactions to deaths are realistic, and what sets Gleipnir apart from other anime stories is how various supporting characters opt to withdraw from the madness, which is a refreshing departure from the norm. The series revels in its darkness, but never at the expense of the weighty consequences that come with it. Interestingly, unlike other death game animes, Gleipnir's premise actually works because the alien at the core of it isn't forcing anyone to participate. He has simply set things up and is now sitting back and watching how they unfold. The alien only gets aggressive when it feels like its secret identity is about to be spilled to the public. It's almost like a real-life scenario where we would do anything to protect our reputation and avoid being exposed, right? But what truly elevates the story is when the characters are given a choice. It adds a whole new level of realism to the situation. Think about it. When faced with unspeakable horrors and nightmarish obstacles, the decision to continue seeking the elusive coins becomes an even more powerful one. Each character's motivation may differ, but their unwavering determination to push through the fear and uncertainty makes them all the more admirable. Gleipnir's story may seem like your typical find the magic thingy before everyone else adventure with the added bonus of being able to eliminate the competition, but there's one thing that sets it apart from the rest. The enigmatic alien with a personality and temperament that remains shrouded in mystery. This extraterrestrial isn't just a static quest giver either. As the characters seek answers and explore their surroundings, the alien interacts with them and even has flashbacks and a backstory of his own. While his past before the ship's crash may be shrouded in secrecy, it's almost inconsequential compared to the intriguing character he's becoming during his time on Earth. Alien doesn't really have a name, I just call him what he is, an alien. Despite this, he manages to captivate the audience with this enigmatic personality and unpredictable reactions to other characters. With each appearance, he leaves you wanting to know more about him. As the story unfolds, a potential motive for his actions is revealed, but you can't shake the feeling that there's more to this character than meets the eye. Despite this ambiguity, his presence in the story is enough to keep you on the edge of your seat, wondering what his next move will be. Although we may never learn his true identity, the glimpse we get into his psyche is enough to make us feel like there's a method to his madness. It's this sense of purpose that keeps us invested in his character and eager to see what he'll do next. Gleipnir has been nothing short of visually stunning, the animation is incredibly smooth, and the fight scenes are each uniquely tailored to the powers of the characters involved. Plus, the character designs are largely distinct and highly interesting to watch. However, there is one tiny criticism we have to make. The mob characters are a bit lackluster in their unoriginal and repetitive style. Imagine watching your favorite anime show and being blown away by the unique and intricate character designs of the main heroes. You're mesmerized by the vibrant colors and detailed features that make them stand out from the rest. However, when it comes to the monsters they fight, you can't help but feel a little disappointed. These creatures are nothing but boring black or green blobs lacking any creativity or effort. It's as if the animators got lazy and couldn't be bothered to put in the same level of effort as they did with the main characters. To add insult to injury, as you learn more about the nature of the character transformations, it becomes even more frustrating to see these generic monsters. It feels like a missed opportunity to create something truly unique and memorable. Sure, it might be a petty criticism, but as a fan, you can't help but feel let down. It's not just a problem with modern anime either. Looking back at older shows like Bleach, it's clear that this issue has been around for a while. Half the time, even the mob characters weren't drawn properly at all, which only reinforces the feeling that these generic monsters are just a lazy afterthought. Overall, while it might seem like a small issue, the lack of effort put into designing monsters can have a significant impact on the overall enjoyment of an anime. When everything else is so visually stunning, it's hard not to feel disappointed when the monsters fall short. When it comes to Gleipnir, it's fair to say that the start can be a bit of a head-scratcher, but don't let that deter you. This anime has plenty of charm and energy to keep you hooked. Once the hunt for the coins begins, things start to fall into familiar narrative patterns, but but that doesn't mean the mystery element disappears. On the contrary, as the story progresses, little tidbits about the characters and the coins are revealed, leaving you with a sense that everything is connected and nothing is going to waste. While the pace may slow down a bit, the show still manages to hold your attention thanks to its intriguing plot and well-developed characters. And while you won't get all the answers you're looking for by the end of the season, the finale does provide a satisfying conclusion that leaves you feeling like you've made progress. But don't worry, there are still plenty of questions left unanswered to make you eagerly anticipate for next season. All in all, Gleipnir is a must-watch for any anime fan who loves a good mystery and isn't afraid of a little ambiguity. If you liked Gleipnir, you're sure to love our other anime recaps and reviews. Go check them out. See ya, anime fans!